It has occurred to me that I have not checked in today. It is 20 to 9 in the morning. And I've been running around doing housework, having a bit of a deep clean in the kitchen. I still got heaps to do. And then I'll have a shower after I've done all that. It is warm here. It was very sunny when I got up, but it's clouding over. I think we've got a heavy rain warning coming. I don't know whether that's tomorrow. What was I going to say to you? So today's plans are very loose and slightly fixed. I have got a massage appointment at 12 o'clock, lunchtime. So I thought I would spend a little bit of time here, wasn't around, and then jump in the shower, get ready, go into town, have a little wander around a couple of op shops, depending on how much time I have, and then go and have my massage. And then I'll come home and I'll see how I feel. If I feel like it, I might start transferring markings onto the doll fabric, because I thought that'd be quite a cool thing to do. But I've also got 2 bookshelves inside the house that I'd like to sort through. I've got the one behind me here, which is just, at the moment, it's just a dust trap. There's a lot of stuff on it that needs to be dusted. But I've set one up in the spare bedroom, and Evan and I have very similar taste in authors, so we've got a lot of Stephen King books, a lot of Joe Nesbo books. What else do we have that are very similar? There's a couple of double ups, but not too many. So I'd like to keep all the same authors together. And then maybe arrange some of the books that I haven't read yet into an area so they're easy for me to see. If I don't see things, I forget about them. It's just the way my brain works. So yes. So I feel like I'm just about at that point where I want to give up inside and go and shower and go to town. But I can't. I've got some washing to hang out. That would have finished by now. And all I really need to do is do a bit more picking up and then vacuum. Mind you, I haven't cleaned the bathroom yet, but that's okay. Got 3 days. But I wanted to get the worst of it out of the way this morning, because I quite often feel a bit yuck after a massage, but that's just because all the crap's coming out of my body. I might go and see Jess after the massage too, because I haven't caught up with her for a bit. I need to ring my son as well. Jaden, if you're watching this, I haven't forgotten about you, darling. I'm just always distracted. Busy. So yeah. Oh, and here's some interesting news. So I may have told you guys that Evan was probably not going to be racing this season for Speedway, because Speedway New Zealand had banned a component that's in his motor. But they've emailed them this week to rescind that. And it's probably because of the big fuss. I mean, why ban a certain motor or a certain head on a motor weeks out from the beginning of a season? They would have lost so many people competing in that class because they just don't have the money just pull out of their bums just to rectify that. So we're racing. We're racing this season. Yay. I think he's got to practice. Oh, why did it do that? Don't know if you can hear that. That's better. Music started playing in my ears. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's got to do it again. I felt it go funny in that ear. How weird. Okay, right. Stop waffling. I'm home. I'll do that, and then I realise there's food stuck in my teeth. I've just had lunch. What a morning. So after I spoke to you last, I did a whole heap more cleaning, cleaned the bathroom, and then I had a shower, and Evan turned up, so we had a coffee together, and then it was time for me to go to town. It turns out I thought he was going hunting this afternoon only, but he's actually going hunting a couple of hours away, so they're actually staying a couple of nights in a hut. I was like, oh, just what I asked then, because I would have been wondering where you were. So bachelorette life again, which is great. Gotta love a bit of alone time. Massage was fabulous. I feel very wiped out now. I could have a sleep. Very typical, but oh, so relaxing. I've just drunk a heap of water, and I've got to carry on drinking water. I've had some lunch. Sorry, my neighbour's doing renovations, so it's noisy. Went to an op shop. Didn't go to lots of them because of time. I had more time to go and look through that shop than I actually needed, but not really enough time to travel further into the city and park up and go somewhere else. So anyway, I'll show you what I got. Oh, I got this. Can you see that? Thought that was quite pretty. And there's a funny story about this. Well, I think it's funny. I'm just going to turn it around. Ta-da! Now, I've got 2 of the standing ones. I don't really like this Formica top, but I'm going to give it a clean up anyway. And I wondered whether you could, I don't think you could take it off. Might be able to scrape the Formica off. But anyway, it's one of these do-frees. It just needs a something. Oops, sorry. So yeah, there you go. I've got another one of these. I love these little things, cabinet things, whatever they are. $5. So, excuse me, what the story was that I thought was funny about that was that after I'd finished in the op shop, I had about 45 minutes before my appointment. And so I rang Jess to find out whether she was home, and she wasn't. She was out. And she said, but, you know, feel free to go and sit on the back deck and just chill out for a while. She said, I'll just turn the cameras off so they don't keep going off. I was like, okay. So I went there and I sat there and I was sort of just scrolling on my phone, and she ended up arriving home earlier than she thought. So I didn't miss her, which is great because I got to use the toilet before the massage. Anyway, she was showing me what she'd got on her little op shop haul, and she was telling me how she was going to do thriftmas, buy everyone's Christmas presents from second hand. And I thought it's a really good idea. I've done that before. Anyway, I said, I'll show you what I've got. So she'd shown me all her goodies, and I ran out to the car and I grabbed the box and brought it out. She goes, "You're effing kidding me," she reckons. I was like, "What?" She goes, "I was going to buy that for you for Thriftmas, but," she said, "I thought, maybe Mum's already got too many of those." She might not need another one. Oh, so she had to take a photo and send it to her mate because she thought he'd find that funny. So, I said, trust your gut feelings, Jess. You were obviously right in the first place. Yeah, so I've got that. I do have some venison I have to pack and put away. Like, it's all in the fridge, but it needs to be packed up and labelled and frozen, but I'll do that later on. I'm just going to watch a bit of YouTube and have a rest because that massage has taken it out of me. Oh, I feel good though. Well, although I just went like this, went click, click, click. Very, very nice. I feel very relaxed. So yes, I think I'll just have a rest, and then I might think about... Oh, I've got an idea. I bought some of that transfer stuff, like Duracell. I bought it when I did up the room because I thought that it might be good for some shelves, but then I decided not to do that with the shelves. I could put that on the Formica part. I think that would be such a good idea. I could unscrew these knobs and yeah, just give it a little sand back and put that on top of that. I think that would be quite nice because it's sort of a Moroccan style pattern, the blue. Oh, I might do that later. Give it all a bit of a wipe down, but for now it's time for a rest, and then we will carry on. Right. Not too bad. Right. Now, let's see if I've got some little knobs. We'll see. I do have I've got some out in that shed, but no over wheels. Did have some, but yeah, they're out in the back shed, and I think I was just a little bit of wishful thinking. Okay, maybe we'll go and get the keys and see if I can find them. I'll see you soon. Okay, I did spend far too long trying to find little brass knobs that I know I've got somewhere. Because I thought if I put a little one there and a little one there, you could pull them out like that, because it's actually, these things are always more stable if you can open them at that point rather than here, because it just puts a lot of strain on the hinges. I tried to copy what they'd done with these little strap things, but just where the tack was located over here, it was stopping it from closing properly, which was putting some strain on that hinge as well. So I've taken them off because they don't need it. You just be careful when you're opening it. And I've tightened up the hinges. So there you go. There's my do-free box. I think that box might sit on this cutting table. And let's have a look. Let's see. Things like my pins, stuff like that can go on there. I think that'd be good. Pins, tailor's chalk, all the bits and pieces apart from scissors, things like this. so that could go on that side. Things that are just, yeah, more for this table, and then that's more for the sewing machine. Does that make sense? Yes, I think it does. So there you go, you get the idea. Those are the sort of things that I would use up here. I'm not sure what to put in these little ones, but I'm sure I'll figure that out as I go. Yeah. Nice. Oh, I like it. I gave up. I started piecing together. I transferred the markings onto the doll pattern and I started piecing it together. That's quite fiddly and I just didn't really feel like it. So after I did a bit of work in there, I came back inside. I've popped the air fryer on. I've got some oven fries in there and I think that's all I'm going to have for tea. Although there is some quiche in the freezer if I feel like heating that up. But I'm not that hungry. I've been drinking lots of water. I think that's all that's left for the night is just to sit and do some knitting since I don't have a man around. I'll find something juicy to watch. Just watching this news release on YouTube, which is from Fox News. It's a story about a girl who was found in the wall of a home. Really interesting story. So basically, in 1978, someone found just a skull in the wall of a house when they were doing some renovations. Took it to the police. Long story short, the case went cold. And through genetic DNA, or using forensic genetic DNA, they found out who she was. She died legitimately, but it was in a time in 1866 when grave robbers used to do a lot of, stuff. And so they think that that's how her skull ended up in the wall of a house. Weird, eh? But her head is finally at peace. What a bizarre story. I find stories like that really interesting. Do you ever do that? Do you ever scratch your head because your scalp's itchy, but then you must hit like a nerve and then it's like, I'm quite pleased with that box. That came up nice, eh? I wish I knew where those little knobs are, though. It's annoying. Got that many little bits all over the place now, and my memory is shocking, so I'll find them one day. Right. I might update you on some knitting a little bit later. I'm just going to lie here on the couch while I sit here, lounge back. Put my feet up on a cushion on the coffee table, pretend that it's a lazy boy recliner, and enjoy my evening. Just to save me having to write lots of text on there about that news article I was talking about. You can tell that I'm wiped out from that massage. Genetic DNA, that's like a double positive. Genetic genealogy. That's what I was supposed to say. Right. I was just reviewing the footage.